Alrighty, it is great to be with y'all this afternoon. We're doing it in a new location right now. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about pain and suffering. This is a little bit about self-development. I'm going to talk about self-development. I know you guys are on a journey. I know you guys are trying to be the best that you can. We are all trying to be the best we can. And I want to share something that I found in this book with you guys about why it's so important for us to go through this journey. So in this book, it's called Self-Mastery. And what he basically said in this book is that pain is necessary for growth. But here's the thing. When we hear pain, a lot of the times we think about like, oh, you had to be abused when you were younger. You had to have psychological troubles. You have to have physical abuse when you were younger to be able to have that pain and be able to say that. And if we don't have that, a lot of the times we can feel like people are going to look at us and be like, oh, well, you didn't go through that. So then automatically you don't know and you don't understand that. But it's not just that, man. In this book, he says the pain that creates growth isn't just that. Like, that's something you have to unpack. That's a different thing. But he says the pain that causes character to be developed is the pain of discipline, the pain of trying to be something better than you've ever been, trying to get there and be better and better and better every single day. And that's the pain that creates character. He says suffering through that to continue to try to be the best that you can. That's what creates character. So character, what does that mean? So like for myself, I'm going on this journey of making these videos. I've been making like 5 videos a day for the past, I don't know, maybe like month or two. And, I've been uploading like 500 videos. I've gone through the suffering of having a whole bunch of views off the start. And then all of a sudden I got no views and I had to continue to upload these videos constantly. To me, like I've gotten over it. It's not like suffering anymore. But, it's something that I had to grow from. I had to learn how to understand that. I had to learn how to find the fun in it. I had to do all these different things. But not only that, the suffering of at first, I wasn't able to get any work done. What I mean by that is it was super hard for me to be disciplined. Like I couldn't get up out of my bed and work for like 1 hour straight because it just like my mind was, I don't know. It was just weird. Like I had to get over like a TikTok addiction. I don't know what you call it. Like it was just like so easy to scroll on TikTok. And I had to be able to get slowly but surely better and better at being able to have this discipline and build this discipline, but be able to come into somebody that I had never been before. With me working out, I used to be like, I'm still skinny, but I used to be like super, super skinny. So the pain of facing that and the suffering of facing that, despite me being in that state, has now gotten me to a pretty damn fit body. And I'm, being able to learn how to eat right. That suffering has created character in me. Now, the thing that's really bad is if we don't choose something that's worth suffering, we are always going to stay how we are. Because I could have never imagined that going through this journey was going to allow me not just to, maybe be able to get more views. That was the thing that we usually focus on, the views, the success, anything like that. But it allowed me to overcome a lot of insecurities that I had, a lot of anxiety that I had, a lot of things that I was carrying, and be able to unwrap that and create character from that. Create somebody that understands the struggle. Now I don't judge people. Now I'm like, oh, damn, I completely understand that. Somebody who understands that and is able to, connect through that. And that's what he also says, that it helps you connect with people. Because yesterday I went to this little Bible study, and it's just this place where it was a completely different feeling. Like I was, still a little bit anxious and nervous for this Bible study because it was something different. I've never done this before. But going up into there, in the past, I would have been like stressed. I would have been anxious. I would have been only thinking about myself. I would have been thinking about how do I look? How am I going to come off? How is what I'm going to say? How is it going to sound good? Am I going to, it just, that stuff, which we can get into sometimes. But now after unwrapping it and going through this suffering, I've been able to build character. And now I'm thinking outside myself. I'm thinking about how can I add value to here? How can I follow where God is taking me in this moment and continue to walk this path day by day, step by step? And that was such a different feeling. It was such a feeling of presence, trying to connect with them as much as I can, not worrying about myself, not so anxious and stressed. And it just felt great, man. It felt so amazing. So, we have to be able to choose what is worth suffering for. If we don't choose what is worth suffering for, we are never going to be able to build our character. So for you right now, what is the thing that you want to suffer for? I know it's crazy to say it like that, but what is the thing that you're willing to continue every single day, even if it gets terrible, even if you have days where it's like beating your butt down and you barely can get up out of bed? What is that thing that's going to be worth it to get back up for? Because for myself with this stuff, I was not the greatest at it. I was not able to get the most done. I wasn't able to get 5 videos up a day. That would have never been possible to me. But I kept getting my face smashed in, and it was just the fact that I was willing to get up again and again because it was something that was purposeful to me. You know, if you guys want to be able to set goals, I set goals around my faith-based goals for me to be able to continue to get up and get motivated to be able to do this. So right now, if you're in a place where you might be struggling, you might be having a hard time, is there something that you're doing that is worth struggling for, worth getting up again for? And if you don't have that right now, how can you take a step back and be able to find out, okay, what am I willing to suffer for? What's the journey that I want to go on? Not just because it's going to help me get success, help me get money, anything like that, but because it's going to help me build my character, help me be better. If you're carrying stuff around, man, it's one of the best things that you could possibly do. I was carrying a lot of weight around, and I was able to unleash it through something that was worth suffering for. And I wish that for y'all guys too. Let me know what you're currently doing right now. Let me know what the current thing that you're doing is. I hope that this came out pretty well. I'm at this new little environment here in the living room, so I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys were able to kind of sit here and chill with me. I love talking with y'all. Of course, leave comments down below, man. Of course, it's always a conversation. I want to talk with y'all. I want to chill with y'all. So go down there right now. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing week. Peace.